If your morning routine involves playing Wordle or Connections, Echo Chess wants to join your daily rotation. Echo Chess is like Wordle in that there's a new puzzle every day, but instead of guessing a 5-letter word, you're tasked with solving some single-player chess challenges. You're presented with a 4x4 board, and you have to capture all of the pieces on the board to complete the challenge. The company making Echo Chess, which is called Echo Chunk, just raised a $1.4 million pre-seed from A16Z's early-stage games accelerator, Zynga founder Mark Pincus, the head of generative AI at Roblox, and other investors. That might seem like a lot of money for something that you probably don't need $1 million to make, but Echo Chess was looking for an investment because it's particularly interested in building out what it calls Blitz mode. Those games are like a time trial, where you have to defeat the board and capture more pieces to earn more time with the next board. But the reason the company needed funding to work on this is because, you guessed it, they want to integrate AI. For something like chess, though, it makes sense. The AI can generate new boards and puzzles in a flash, and if that keeps players happy, good for them. Are mobile games a good investment? Well, ask the New York Times. According to a recent SEC report, people spend more time using the New York Times Games app than they spend on the actual New York Times app reading news. And since the paper acquired Wordle in 2022, game subscriptions have become a big moneymaker for the Times. Echo Chunk isn't the only company to take note of how much people seem to love playing these daily games. Did you know that LinkedIn has games now? At first I was skeptical, but they're actually very fun, so I'm sorry for doubting you, LinkedIn. Of course, the games seem a bit irrelevant to the actual things people do on LinkedIn, but I wouldn't be surprised if the games have gotten people to log in more frequently because it worked on me. There's also games on YouTube and Apple News, but I haven't tried those because then my productivity would really be in shambles. Echo Chunk isn't charging players to play chess yet, but they'll have to at some point. I think we're all a little bit tired of pay-to-play, ad-ridden mobile games, but the Times gaming model shows that you don't have to monetize in those exhausting ways. There is a real consumer appetite to pay a few bucks a month for another daily phone game.